There is a report in the industry that over 2,500 carriers contribute to. It tracks where you worked, why you left, whether you're eligible for rehire, and every accident tied to your name. It's not run by the government. It's not on any federal database, and most CDL holders have never heard of it. It's called the DAC report, and a single bad entry on it can lock you out of a job after a job without you ever knowing why. In this final video part of our CDL compliance series, I'm covering the two screening checks that aren't on any federal database but can still end your career: the criminal background check and the 3-year employment verification. And I'm going to show you exactly how to get your DAC report for free, check it, and fix it before it costs you. I'm Chris from Holy Recruit, and this is the last part of our series. Let's get started. If you haven't watched part 1 through 3, links are down in the description below. Subscribe and hit the bell button. We've got more content coming. Let's start with the criminal background check. And the first thing you need to know might surprise you. The FMCSA does not require it. There is no federal law that says a carrier must run a criminal background check on a CDL holder. Every carrier runs one anyway. And the reason is one word: liability. In trucking litigation, juries have been handing out what the industry calls nuclear verdicts. The average trucking verdict between 2020 and 2023 was 27.5 million, and the median trucking nuclear verdict hit 36 million in 2022, according to ATRI. If a carrier hires a driver with a violent criminal history and that driver is involved in a serious incident, the carrier gets destroyed in court. So they check every single time. A basic criminal background package costs the carrier $25 to $60. It includes an SSN trace, a national database search, and 1 or 2 country level searches. More comprehensive packages from providers like Checker or HireSafe run $65 to $100. Now, what a carrier actually is looking for: 4 things. 1, drug trafficking convictions. If it's in a CMV, that's an automatic lifetime CDL disqualification anyway. But even off duty trafficking convictions will get you rejected. 2, violent felonies, assault, robbery, weapons, charges. 3, sex offenses, automatic disqualification for most carriers. And 4, DUI or DWI history. Even if it wasn't in a commercial vehicle, carriers weigh it heavily, especially within the last 3 to 5 years. Now, here's the key distinction that trips people up. A felony does not automatically prevent you from getting a CDL from the DMV. The DMV issues the license based on driving qualifications, but a felony can prevent you from being hired by a carrier. Those are 2 completely different things. You can hold a valid CDL and still not be hireable. Under the Federal Fair Credit Reporting Act, the FCRA, criminal convictions can be reported indefinitely, but some states have their own limits. Many cap it at 7 years for non-conviction records. The carrier must give you standalone disclosure, get your written consent before running the check, and follow a 2-step adverse action process if they reject you based on results. That means they have to tell you what they found and give you a chance to respond before making a final decision. One more thing: if you're going for a hazmat endorsement, that requires a completely separate TSA background check. That one costs $85.25 or $41 if you already have a valid TWIC card and you pay for that, not the carrier. All right. This is the screening check that takes the longest, causes the most headaches, and is where new drivers make the most preventable mistakes. Under 49 CFR 39123, when a carrier wants to hire you, they are required to contact every employer you've had in the past 3 years and get your safety performance history. That means they're asking your previous employers about accident records, drug and alcohol violations, and whether you completed a SAP, return to duty process. But here's the thing most people miss: your employment application has to list every employer for the past 10 years, not 3, 10. The formal investigation covers 3 years, but the carrier sees a decade of your work history on the application. And this is where the number one mistake happens: falsifying the application. If you leave out an employer, make up dates, or lie about why you left, and the carrier catches it during verification, you are done. Not just with that carrier, most carriers share data. You get flagged as a falsifier, and that reputation follows you. Application falsification is listed as an immediate, permanent disqualification at most carriers, not 6 months, not a year, permanent. The verification costs the carrier about $22 through providers like Checker for a 3-year check. They have up to 30 days after your hire date to complete it. And yes, you can start driving before it's finished. The carrier assumes the risk during that window. But if something bad comes back, you can be terminated immediately. The slowest part: waiting for previous employers to respond. Some companies respond within 24 hours. Others take the full 30 days. And here's a frustration a lot of drivers deal with. If a previous employer went out of business or can't be reached, you need to document that with a written explanation. Don't just leave a gap. Explain it. My advice: before you apply anywhere, sit down and build a complete employment timeline for the last 10 years. Employer name, address, phone number, dates employed, position, reason for leaving, having it ready before you fill out your first application. It saves you time, and it saves you from accidentally leaving something out that looks like you're hiding it. Now we get to the one nobody wants to hear about: the DAC report. DAC stands for Drive a Check. It's maintained by a company called HireRight, not the government, not FMCSA, not DOT. It's a private employment history database, and over a few carriers contribute to it. When you work for a carrier that participates in a DAC, they report information about you: your employment dates, what equipment you operated, whether there were any accidents, your reason for separation, and this is the big one: whether you're eligible for rehire. Think of it like a credit score, but for trucking. A clean DAC means carriers trust your history. A DAC with not eligible for rehire or abandoned equipment or terminated for safety violations, that's a red flag. That follows you from application to application. And here's the problem: many drivers don't even know their DAC report exists until they get rejected and can't figure out why. They apply to 3, 4, 5 carriers, all rejections, and nobody tells them it's because of a DAC entry from a carrier they left 2 years ago. But here's the good news: you have rights. Under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, you are entitled to one free copy of your DAC report every year. It's free for drivers. Make sure you're not in prohibited status. Step 2: pull your PSP report at the posted site. $10. Review every crash and inspection entry, dispute errors through Data QS. Step 3, get your MVR from your state DMV, $5 to $15. Check for any convictions or status issues you didn't know about. Step 4, request your free DAC report from HireRight at 866-521-6995. If you've driven before, make sure employment history is accurate. Step 5, build your 10-year employment timeline. Every employer, every date, every reason for leaving, have it ready before you fill out a single application. Step 6, know your criminal record. If you have any convictions, understand what you're walking into. Be prepared to explain, not hide. Total cost under $30. Time, 1 afternoon. Impact potentially career saving. Drop a comment and tell me which part of this series helped you the most. Was it the drug test breakdown, the clearinghouse, the DAC report? I want to hear from you, and I'll keep making content based on what you need. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Hit that bell, share this series with drivers who need it, send it to someone in CDL school. The more people who know about this, the fewer careers get destroyed. This has been pre-hire compliance screening series from Holy Recruit. I'm Chris. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.